Hello, 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 and welcome to all our fans out there. This is the PLR stream, round one with Spa, Frank and Sean. We are looking forward to the very first Grand Prix of round one with the tier 2 guys. I'm joined in the commentary booth beside me with Crew, and we got Spider on the left of me here. Then, how are you getting on, boys? How are things?
Grand. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Looking forward to this.
It should be an interesting race, this. Hopefully the weather holds out so it's not too much carnage, but, well, you can't go wrong with a bit of carnage, can you, from time to time?
No, it's bound to happen, you know. We can't make an omelette without smashing a few eggs, so let's see what happens.
Yes, let's have a look at these eggs, because hopefully there'll be a few ostrich eggs knocking about.
Fantastic, fantastic. Alright then, guys, it's a green light at the end of the pit lane. We have 13 drivers in the grid today. We've got General Owen there. We got Faz, we got Young Money, we got Kevo, El Tomar, Liverpool fan, we got Shadow Moody, Artistic Genius, Anthony Stan, Big Knuckles, happy to be here, Bubbers, and Spectre Drive. I don't know if I got that right.
We have somebody leaving the pit lane here. It looks like a McLaren.
Yeah,
First
it's
car on track.
Shadow Moody's on his way out.
Good stuff.
On the softs. Well, he would be on the soft Q1.
Brilliant. We got our first car on track now. We're on board. He's after losing it in our Rouge. He's lost his front wheel. We've been on board. Oh my word. He's been caught out already. What a rookie mistake. He can be forgiven. It's tricky. It is a tricky corner, lads.
Ostrich egg. Ostrich egg.
Right, the omelette is cooking, boys. The omelette is cooking.
No additional seasoning required.
I'm telling you, it's a good thing it wasn't turn 1, lap 1, and otherwise he would have been super disappointed.
So how does it work now? Is he now out of qualifying?
He should get. Is this just a short qualifying session we're having?
I don't know.
No, I think this might be Q1 itself.
Just says Q. So it could just be the one session. Yeah.
So I'm on board here now with an outlap with Big Knuckles.
Let's go down to Big Knuckles here.
Just gonna see how this goes. Taking it nice and easy. Warming up the tyres. Getting ready for a flyer after this.
I'm looking forward to seeing what Happy to Be Here can do, because he's been making some improvements whilst he's been working hard in Tier 1 recently. He had a good result at Hungary, brilliant result.
He did.
He
did. So, he's quick. He's quick.
He is. I'm hoping to see the best out of him, to be honest with you.
Yeah, his pace has really come on strong now in the last few races. He's seems to have a good head in him. Doesn't take too many risks, but yeah, it seems to bring it home at the end of the day, which is what you want.
Now, I want to see Artistic getting around today.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing him going around.
Yeah,
I'm on board still with Knuckles, and we're starting the lap here. I'm just on board with him, so I'm just going to keep an eye on how this is going.
I'm following him here now on the TV camera with the live stream, so...
Oh, he's gone wide.
Oh, he's off! JD Magnolia want.
Now, we want to see flat out down here. Tricky part of the course. He's up. I think he's going to have to write this one off, I'm afraid.
Yeah, we're on board with him here, just coming into Sector 2 now. He's still on a lap though. He didn't get invalid, I don't think, on that running wide, but it definitely cost him hemorrhaging time down the Camel Straight there.
I suppose the main thing is you just want to get a time on the board and then try and improve on that afterwards. So he has the right idea just to finish off the lap.
Well, actually, that is a very valid point there, Spider, because there is only 13 drivers in this lobby, and only the bottom 5 out of 20 cars getting eliminated. So, as you say,
yep,
get a lap in. Doesn't matter if it's 2 minutes, and 59 seconds, you're still going to be through.
You just want a clean lap.
Guy says that's a little bit of salt into Shadow Moody's wounds there now, going off on Eau Rouge.
He won't be happy, but maybe Artistic, his teammate, can claw a bit back.
Yeah, well, Shadow Moody's on for driver of the day, and he can start at the back, get himself a nice long run on the first stint before he has to switch his tyres out. He'll be fine.
That's what I like about you, crew. You always look at the positive. I like that.
Oh, glass half full with me, mate. You know that. Glass half full.
That's it. Right, so Big Knuckles
nice,
again. Where's Buggers?
Times are flying in now. We're in the low 140s now. Buggers with 144.3, and then Liverpool found 144.1.
Looks like Kevo is on a flyer here.
Looks like Big Knockers is retiring out there. We're going to go on board with Kevo here now.
Yeah, I'm on board with Kevo. Approaching the last chicane. Tidy enough. Oh, struggling for traction coming out of it.
Good.
What have we passed in there? 44.5.
Brilliant. That's fantastic. And we're watching on the TV camera there, Spidey. So that was bang on the button there with timing and all. Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right.
So we have Fazzy on an outlap, and we have Artistic and Happy on an outlap.
Interesting. General Owen looks like he's on a lap now at the moment. Hopefully he doesn't get held up here by the McLaren.
Oh, he is. Who's the McLaren? This would be Artistic ahead.
No, it's a Renault. My apologies.
Sorry.
It's Happy to be here on an outlap. Definitely losing some aerodynamics through the chicane there. Not too bad though. Hopefully Happy to be here gets out of the way now on the straight. He does indeed. Fantastic. Takes to the grass as well. Good sportsmanship there. So still on General Owen.
Oh, Young Money nearly lost it. It's a fantastic save.
Now coming into the last chicane, into the bus stop, deep under the brakes.
Artistic. What's going on, crew? What's going on?
Outlap. It's just going into the tricky sweeping left-hander. I'm not sure the corner name. He just touched the curve. You know the score. Touch that curve. You're going the wrong way around it.
Yep.
We're watching him now.
Yep.
Yeah.
But he's outlap, so he's okay. I don't think he's caused any damage to himself.
No, he did. All the wings there look fine. He's sticking to the lines nicely.
This is the Artistic way. He keeps it clean.
He does keep it clean.
He does.
He prefers to be in the middle of the road. He doesn't like to risk it, but well, there he goes, straight onto the grass. Come on, Artistic. You're better than that.
Well, hopefully this flying lap for Artistic
will be like
painted by numbers for him. Let's see what he can do.
Gentlemen, who wants to take the reins on this lap now?
Hang on. It's backing up.
What's going on? What's going on, Artistic?
Artistic gonna invalidate his lap.
What's he doing? Is he trying to let someone by?
I think he was, to be fair.
Jesus Christ! What is the shenanigans going on the Renault? The Renault caught out Rabbit. I have it completely on the TV screen, captured it perfectly live.
Oh!
What was
Artistic, what was going on?
I don't know. I think Artistic might be taking a trip to the stewards after Q1 now with a manoeuvre like that. But let's see.
Someone's going to have something to say about that one.
Yeah, I think Happy to be here wishes he wasn't here, if I'm honest with you. I think he might be angry to be here now.
Artistic's car is coming apart as we speak. There goes the wing.
Yeah, we've got confirmation from the stewards. This incident will be reviewed after the race. So there we go. No action now until after the Grand Prix.
I don't actually know what was going on there. Artistic parked up, and then he seemed to move at the total wrong time, just as a car was coming up behind him. There must have been something else happening there.
I think he was trying to do the right thing, but he just chose the wrong place and wrong time to do it. Artistic.
Definitely, it's definitely a similar incident what happened earlier on in the year in the F1 there with a Haas driver and a Renault driver in Barcelona. You know, one of them looking down on the steering wheel, not paying attention to his surroundings, and unfortunately the other cars behind just got caught out. They were too wide going in. The Renault just got sandwiched.
If I had to hazard a guess, I would expect or think that Artistic was expecting Happy to be here to be closer, and he pulled over to let him by, and then when he didn't go by, he probably thought he wasn't arriving and pulled out at the wrong time.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Now, Artistic needs to get back to the pits
Oh,
ASAP.
happy to be here into the wall and on the corner with no name on his coming back to the pits.
Well,
I think they're.
Artistic needs to get back to the pits as soon as, because he has got a 5-place grid penalty after that incident. So
Right, okay.
he needs to get his rear end into gear and try and push up as far as he can, doesn't he, to nullify it.
General Owen looks like he's on a flyer.
We'll go on to General Owen. Although he has set a lap time, he might be.
has.
Oh, he is
Has
going.
he?
Is he going for it again? He looks pretty wide there. Yes, he's on it. He's up a tent.
He's out on the mediums at the minute, Owen, as well.
He is. Good spot, actually.
I believe he's the first to do that.
It is.
I think he might be coming in this lap, actually.
Yeah, it looks like he's backed off. It is worth reminding ourselves, and I think the guys need to be onto their team, onto their wall, you know, to say, like, lads, just get a lap in. It doesn't matter. We don't need the shenanigans of crashing into each other or anything like that right now.
Well, looking at the times of everyone set up, Owen is in P7 with 1:44.671, and he's the only one. He's done that on medium. He's the only one to do that so far. So I'm wondering if he's just going to switch it out, looking at everyone else, thinking, right, I'm going to switch the strategy around. I'm going to go for a long stint early and try and work his way up through that way.
So how do we see the race panning out today, guys? Who do you see potential podiums barring accidents?
Well, if Bubbers can keep it in between the white lines, I fancy him for his pace. There's one or two boys here I'm not sure of. I've not watched enough of them to comment. Kevo's usually got good pace, and Owen's consistent. I think the outside shout for the day would be perhaps Knocko's, if he can keep it hooked together. You know,
I'd agree. I think Bubbers is a very quick driver. If he can keep it together, he's going to be a threat to everyone. Happy to be here. He's been performing well, as you said. Kevo's always in and around it. And the thing I like about Kevo is he doesn't give you an inch.
No.
You know, he's an aggressive driver, and I like that.
Elbows out, but, you know, a good...
Elbows out. Yeah.
Right, we have Faz now onto the track now on the 12 Ferrari. Just on an outlap. Let's see if he gets through the dreaded Eau Rouge.
Murray Walker's cousin.
He's good. Yeah.
Driving for Ferrari.
Could you imagine? Holy moly.
Bubbers top of the times, 1:43.4.
There we go. That's the pace we were talking about.
That is the pace we were talking about, yeah. This is Bubbers on his day. When he's on, he's on. Fairness to him, it's just that consistency that's been back a little while, hasn't it?
He's another one of them drivers that's really good to battle with. Good elbows out racing, but you know if you stick it on the outside, he's not gonna blatantly run you off the track. So yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing Kevo start. In the last 2019 game, Kevo's starting was off the rails. He used to be making car lengths up on the grid from wherever he started. He was just really,
he is a good
really
starter.
good.
He's a very good
at starting. Yeah, and because he's aggressive as well, it always makes an interesting watch. Because he'll go for the gaps early.
Got quite a number of drivers now on the out lap.
Yeah, Fazzy now he's pulling over. What's he doing here?
Looks like General Owen is next in the queue.
Yeah, General Owen went by Fazzy there. Okay, Artistic's gone by. Liverpool fans gone by.
Owen switched to the soft, so it looks like he was being a sighter on his medium. I don't know about that though, you know. Unless these guys are going to know more about the weather. It could be a wet race tomorrow for all we know. But you know, if it's a clear start, I'd be starting on the medium today. Personally,
I think especially in Spa, I'd be on the same, yeah.
Yeah, you can get a good 22 lap distance.
Faz is just
8 or 9, 10 laps out the soft, so you get a good spell on the medium.
Fazzy needs to go now. He's been letting everyone by.
Yeah.
He has the track. I want to see what we're going to get here.
We're on board. We're on the TV camera there with Faz right now. He's stopping nearly at turn 1. I suppose he just needs to get a lap in. No pressure on the
confidence
good.
up and go flat out up here. Hopefully, he keeps it nailed. Well done,
There's
Fazzy.
a car in the wall over there. One of the Renaults. It looks like might be Liverpool fan.
Yeah, he
I've
has.
seen that.
He's gone. Kevo's off the... Was it Kevo off the track?
Oh,
There a second
Fazzy.
in here? Oh, Fazzy's through the chicane.
Yeah. Okay, so that's an invalid lap anyway. So guys, how does it work now for the people who have retired out of Q1? What happens?
They've set a lap time, so that's their lap time. That's it. Obviously, they can't improve on that. Oh, Owen's just invalidated his lap as well. So the likes of Liverpool, Fanion, Money, Knockos have got a time in, and they're obviously going to be. They can't improve it, but with regards to Shadow Moody, I'd assume he'd go rock bottom unless people don't set times.
So just for people who might not understand, the guys who have now retired from Q1, who have set a time, their time sticks with them.
Yes,
and how many go through to Q2 here, or is there a Q2?
Well, I don't think there's a Q2. I think there's just one session because of the numbers. Looking at the queue, the top left corner, there's usually a number next to it. But if it was a normal full qualifying session, you'd have the top 15 going through. So all of these guys would go through without setting a time.
Okay, so that means we're 2.5 minutes away from the start of the race.
Looks like it.
I'd have to question why Big Knockos would retire with that time.
Owen's invalidated again. He has. He's got time. He's got enough. As long as he's got enough fuel on board, he's got enough time to get around again.
Yeah. Whoever's out on track now can get another lap in. Is there anyone coming out of the pits?
Spectriv, DNB, 143.3 on the softs. Top of the times, pushes Bubbers down to P2, he's retired. Oh, Bubbers will be spitting feathers.
Ooh, that is a close one.
Anthony Stan's coming into through Blanchimont towards the bus stop now. He's on the hot lap by the look of it.
Yeah, we're going to have Eltamar now, has one flyer in him. He's just going across the start-finish line. This is it for Eltamar, currently in 5th. Let's see if he can improve.
Anthony Stan top of the times again, 143.226.
Oh, nice.
Following Eltamar now. True Rouge.
Yes, very,
nice
very
Rouge.
smooth.
Very nice, yeah.
There we go. Tricky corner this. You can lose a lot of time if you get this part wrong. Which he does not. Well done. Very smooth. This is looking good. Yellow flag ahead. What's going on?
I think it's artistic crawling round by the look of it. I'm not sure if he's out of fuel.
Keep going. Green flags are out.
Oh, Tilmo's managed to get in just in time. I don't think he'll be able to set a lap time though.
Ooh, Artistic was on the track there.
He was a little bit on the side, but he's still out of the way. Fair play to him, trying his best.
Still, he's 7/10 up on P1 at the moment on this lap by the look of things.
Is he? Good.
Yeah.
This is a nice lap. It's smooth. He's announcing himself as a threat here.
I'm going to throw my hat in there. I think this is going to be a low 141.
Ooh.
Sorry, high 141. My apologies. High 141.
This is a very good lap. I can't think of any mistakes.
Ooh, 143.4.
Ooh.
So he made 8/10 on his own lap there, nearly 9
Yeah,
tenths. Anthony Stan 142.7.
And you know what? I think he came off a little bit when Artistic was there. He can go quicker.
Yes, absolutely.
Artistic is into the pit lane, so that looks like it's it. That's over.
That is it, yeah.
That's it.
So
It's
it will
race
be.
time.
Artistic to the top 10. Saying that though, he does have his 5-place group currently. Look, Fazzy, Tilmo, Moody and Happy not setting times. I know Tilmo arrived late and didn't have time to do it, but and Moody binned it in Eau Rouge, but yeah, Fazzy and Happy not setting times. That's a bit disappointing really to see that, if I'm honest.
I don't know what happened to Fazzy. We were watching him, and I think he just had a bad lap and jacked it in. I don't know. He could have been able to get out again, so I don't know.
but he's still 11th, so I'm sure he'll get through on that. But I wonder now the guys who crashed. I wonder, will their cars be? I don't know.
Well, we're about to find out.
This looks like it's going to be a good little battle at the front between the top four.
Very close times.
It's a good time. It's a good time for Anthony Stan. That very good time. 142.7 pole position.
I wonder did everyone know there wasn't going to be a Q2 and Q3 because some of the retirements are questionable.
Oh, it was a short qualifying.
Well, General Owen, the only one setting a time on mediums, and for me, that's the right call at this track.
Big time, big time.
We'll see how this race goes, though. Could pan out totally differently.
Yeah.
Well, I'm expecting at least 3 or 4 safety cars, maybe 5.
Here we go.
So the hard tyre on this track is redundant because even if you come in and switch on lap 1, lap 2, then you can still get the medium stretched out to the end. I think you can just about, unless you absolutely destroy your tyre wear through this track, then there's no reason to have the hards at all in my book.
It's probably the right call. I ended up doing 19 laps on hards the other day after an accident on lap 2, but I did feel near the end they were letting go.
The thing is, though, with the hards on this track is that the delta is so large.
Yeah.
To the medium, to the soft, obviously to the softs, but it's quite a big delta between the mediums, and there's no point having it.
Well, how long do you reckon the softs are good for?
Good, minimum 8 laps. Minimum 8 laps. Yeah.
Here we go. Lights were on. Oh, this is the formation
we have
lap.
the formation lap now.
Oh, the danger lap. The danger lap.
The guys need to warm up their tyres, but not do it too early in the lap. They will take away life out of their tyres.
Tiptoeing round and then get them nice and cosy for the end.
Everyone going up Belle Rouge, okay?
So, for Spa round 1 PLR tier 2, on pole position we have Anthony Stan in the AlphaTauri. In second position we have Spec Drive DNB in the Scuderia Ferrari. In third place we have Eltamar in the Force India. In fourth place we have Bubbers in the other Force India. In fifth, Liverpool fan in the Renault. Sixth, Young Monkey Mercedes. Kevo in seventh is in the Haas, followed by General Owen also. Big Knockers in ninth in the AlphaTauri. Faz in the second Ferrari, a bit disappointing on his qualifying, but we'll see how it goes on under the race. Tilmo was in the Red Bull. He joined late, so he's able to get into the Grand Prix, and he's lucky to be up the grid because other people had issues in that session. Shadow Mooney, we seen him go off in Eau Rouge. The team have done a great job to get the car back in one piece for this Grand Prix. Happy to be here. Same situation, but later on in the qualifying, in the wall at the top of Eau Rouge Radion area. And following up at the rear, we got Artistic Genius, who is under investigation from the stewards for that manoeuvre in qualifying, but we'll see how he goes.
And you know what? I'm going to forgive Fazzy for his qualifying because Fazzy's been putting in an awful lot of practice with his commentating, so you can only imagine that's going to take a little bit of time away from his practice.
That is true.
He's done all those things, but he's also put a little bit of practice into his common sense because he's taken advantage of failing to make top 10 by sticking the mediums on. Good boy, Fazzy. That's what we want to see.
I like the way you're thinking, Krim.
That's the way you do it. That's the way you do it. That's how you make yourself up front back.
Guys, who are we going to hop on with for the start of this?
I'm going to be looking at Anthony, Spectrum, Elmar, just to get into the first corner there, and then we'll have a look through the Rouge using the TV
go in the
camera.
middle of the grid. I'll hop on with Big Knockos, who's starting in 9th, so I'll get a good view of the
There we go. We got a
front
nice
half of the
view.
grid.
I shall be on board.
All right, lads. Here we go. The lights are on. 3, 4, 5. Long hold and go, go, go! They're off the line.
They're off.
screaming into turn one now, heartbreaking on heavy
Oh,
fuel.
it's tight in here.
Oh, looks like
there's touching.
there's a bit of touch, and they're all safely through. Much better than tier 1 yesterday.
Liverpool
Big
fan
one up
got
now
a
to
bit
Eau Rouge.
of contact on the front of his wing. I think he's okay though.
There.
Oh, Tillman on the outside of Shadow Moody through Eau Rouge. That's very brave when he pulls it off.
Missed it. There's a battle going on behind here.
Keva, should have been on board with Keva by the looks of things. He's rocketed through. He's up into P4 at the moment, but he's under a lot of pressure from Eltamar.
What were we thinking? I said earlier on about his starts, and there we go, up to 4th.
Eltamar's come off worse there from the top runners by the looks of things, dropping to P5, but Keva, Dolby back to Keva.
Yellow flag, sector 2.
Oh, who is it?
Running down the field.
General's got a decent start, dropped into P9.
Shadow Mooney is off. He's been off. He's front wing damage and everything.
Fazzy's going off-road here. Back on board.
He's got some front wing damage, Faz does as well.
Okay.
Right, we're going to jump near the front. There's another yellow flag there, but we're looking at a battle now, going down on the back straight. Oh, the AlphaTauri into the wall on the exit there.
Oh, it's that Knockos.
Right, with big Knockos. Very lucky indeed.
Squirmy there for
going on.
I can't see much damage on Knockos.
Oh, just stick it in behind. He's just digging in there, just nice and tight. That's all he needs to do.
He's got a bit of damage.
They look fairly strong out there now. No major moves gonna go down. It's now saying Faz is in the lead, which is a very interesting situation.
Yeah, it's all gone hot here because it says your money's in the lead for me, but we should try and keep on top of it.
Go.
Okay, Shadow Moody is in the pits. He's gone onto the mediums and he's got a lot of ground to make up. But if he makes these tyres last, he's in with a shot of getting into the points.
If he's careful on his tyres and he gets a couple of safety cars, then he can just about do it. But it's questionable.
Clarence need a change of look.
They do. Safety car could bring him right back in it though. It's a long race.
It is.
Looking at Kevo, line it up. Anthony, oh, look at dodge into there, but makes the move stick. Beautiful move. Stuck his nose in there. Great racing by the two drivers.
Nice. And now who's next on the list? It looks like Bubbers. Kevo is on a mission here by the looks of things.
Yeah, looks like his setup is working well. The tyres are up, the temperature.
Oh, Anthony Stan is coming back. Anthony Stan, he's gone on the outside. Oh, there's a bit of contact. Oh, he's gone wide. Is he going to stay on the inside? Kevo.
Interesting. That is hard racing. It's very hard to go side by side through there.
Elbows out on both sides. I like it.
Jamie, like my heart is in my mouth there.
Well, his elbows are out that much. You think he's doing the chicken dance round Blanchimont now? Wow.
Now, Anthony Stan knows what's going to come back at him.
Was there a lot of ERS?
There was a little bit of this, Anthony Stan was a little bit of that.
Interesting. Anthony looks like he's lining up Bubbers himself right now.
Oh, Anthony, wide on the rouge.
And I tell you what, here comes Eltamar, who is flying, and he should go by Anthony Stan here.
Oh, yes.
Oh, keep it forward. Go on. He's got it. Break. Defensive, defend. And he does. Fantastic.
Look at this. Liverpool and young Money also side by side down the Camel Straight, and young Money pulls off that move himself too. Moves him up to 6th.
Meanwhile, while all this action's flying around.
Oh
my lord! Kevo's into the wall. What is after happening to Kev?
I think he lost it.
Oh man! He literally. The TV cameras caught that there. He's wide now into.
Oh, he's got some wing damage there, Kev, by looks of things.
Situation alright. Virtual safety car.
VSC.
There we go.
Okay.
The car is
retired. Fazzy is out.
Fazzy's
DNF.
Eau Rouge by the look of things.
Oh.
JD Mac.
Meanwhile, whilst all this is going on behind, Spectriv is absolutely just going on about his business, getting a nice 2-second gap to Bubbers. And Bubbers is just losing touch with him ever so slightly. Okay, the times are a bit off now from the VSC, but we've got 1.7, 1.8 before the VSC kicks in.
So lads, what happens if the VSC is out and someone decides to pit? Is it a good move or a bad move?
Depends.
I would say that's a good move because basically you're pitting while you're going stationary down the pit lane at 60 kilometers an hour, while under normal racing speeds everyone is racing around the straights and the corners at top speed, 100, 200 mile an hour. But under the VSC that speed is reduced drastically for safety reasons, so your pit stop then you don't lose as much ground to the guys behind you, so effectively it's an 11 or 12 second pit stop and they're back to green.
It's not quite as fully beneficial as a full safety car, but still it's better than none.
Okay.
Definitely worth a cheeky pit stop if you can get away with it.
Kevo and Happy to be here look like they're in the pits.
Yeah, they both switched to mediums.
Interesting.
Again, they're going to have to look after them tyres again.
I mean,
all Artistic's got to do today is just keep it on the track. Keep it on the black bit all the way around.
We have not seen the last of the DNFs yet.
No, it looks like we have a big battle. There's a battle going on for 6th and 7th here between General Owen and Young Money.
The top 7, there's not much in it time-wise.
Owen's still keeping touch on his mediums. Fair play to him. He's in prime position here at the moment.
Artistic, Big Knockos is going for the overtake on Artistic. He should have it here.
Oh, contact!
Little bit
Artistic
of contact,
tried to block him off.
Just a kiss.
No harm done. General Owen is after hitting the wall. We just got the end of that.
Oh, Knockos lost it. Knockos is gone. He spun it.
Oh, Lord Almighty,
Knockos is going backwards.
What is going on?
What is that?
There's so much going on. It's hard to keep up.
See, that's Artistic just staying on the road, and he's made another place.
Look at that.
It's a good job there's 3 of us, gentlemen. It's a good job there's 3 of us to keep a track of all this. It's a good job there's only 14 cars.
Yeah, true.
General Owens in the pits now. Changing that front wing, and he's on mediums. This is going to really severely wreck his strategy.
He needs a full safety car now, later on.
Here we go, DRS now. Eltamar going for the move, and Anthony down the camel straight.
And do not disregard Liverpool fan behind them.
Side by side. Giving each other racing really.
Oh yes, these two are losing time because they're battling, and Liverpool fan is just closing in behind them the whole time. That's nice. This is going to be an interesting battle here between Anthony, Eltamar and Liverpool fan.
Liverpool Pan has just got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings for track limits.
I believe that Bubba's just picked up one of them moments before that as well.
Lads, it is a very tricky track in fairness to try and extract the most out of your car, and you just end up going over that line every now and again. There's spec drive proving my point as well. It's hard on this strict rules, but at the same time it improves the racing. Everyone's sticking to the track itself between the white lines, and everyone has to do it. So it's fair for everybody.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's a tricky track in the sense that Sector 1 and Sector 3 are very quick and pretty straightforward. But in between that you have Sector 2, which is quite technical. Whereas most of the other tracks, it's kind of a fairly kind of even kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Even mix. Whereas here it's kind of 2 of the 3 sectors are very quick and the middle one is very technical.
Yeah, it's quite easily to lose so much time at Rivage and well, judging by whether to lift or not, like you've got time to turn into the apex so perfectly. And with that as well, going by not touching that curb, so easy to lose time on both those corners.
A lot of this track is spent flat out.
Oh, Kevo's gone!
Oh, what's gone on?
Kevo's
It
gone.
looks like he's gone at Eau Rouge.
My word.
Is that a DNF or is he?
Yeah,
He's
he's
out.
gone. He's
He
gone.
is
He's
out, man.
retired. He's out of the race.
Oh,
Like
he's
General
gone.
Long going side by side with.
Pushing Artistic into P9, working his way through the field.
Yes, he is.
That's the consistency of just staying in the race that Artistic shows. He can get some points here today. Go on, Artistic. Keep it going, mate. You can do this. You can do it.
Oh, looks like Tilmo is catching Big Knockos.
So looking at the time penalty so far, gentlemen, it would appear that Tilmo has a 5-second time penalty for corner cutting. Happy has a 3-second time penalty. Tilmo has another 3 seconds. Fazzy is already retired from the race. Happy has 5 seconds as well. Bubbles with 3, Liverpool fan with 3, Spectre with 3, and Anthony Stan with 3. Tilmo's racking up these penalties. He's got... Tilmo must have about 15, 18 seconds of penalties now. Wow. He's got some serious work to do here.
I'm on board with him.
That's quite a lot of penalties now. In fairness, Cruda, that he'd be very close to being disqualified if he keeps going on that one. He got his yellow flag.
He'll
in
have to be
sector
careful.
3.
He'll have to be careful. Now I'm just on board again here with Big Knockos. Is coming up behind Artistic. And Tilmo is then behind Big Knockos. So Artistic is going to find himself with 2 cars up his rear end here very shortly.
Yeah, I think Artistic actually made a mistake on that last lap. He lost about 5 seconds. So see how they go down into turn 1.
Here we go.
Blocking the inside,
Artistic
lovely
takes the
move.
sauce
Big
very
Knockos
nicely
trying to
there.
get the switcheroo.
Now El Rouge does Artistic go flat out. Big Knockos is going to have to be careful
Does
if he
Knockos
doesn't.
risk it?
If it was me, I'd be sitting
No,
tight
he's
behind him
come off.
waiting.
Oh,
Oh,
Artistic
Artistic's gone
side.
wide.
Lucky not to hit the wall there. Artistic might have a bit of a car problem, who knows? Some front wing damage affected him through the corner.
So I make that Knockos and Tilmo gone past Artistic, or is Tilmo still behind Artistic?
No, Tilmo's coming down the Camel Straight now. He's still about 3.5 seconds behind Artistic, but with that
But
bit
he
of
is
damage on his
easing into
car.
that. Yeah, I mean he's going to be right behind Artistic now in the next, I'd say, 3 corners.
Down into the corner with no name now, Tilmo.
Here we go.
Yellow flag,
Happy's
sector
gone.
2 and
Happy's
3.
out.
Happy
Yellow flags.
is out. What is after happening?
Oh no, Happy gone.
Virtual safety car. That's it.
Okay,
General Owen has just dived straight into the pit lane.
Looks like Happy's done a Alfa Romeo out of that corner there. Good thing there's no other cars caught up like the Grand Prix we seen. Artistic.
yeah, General Owen into the pits. Oh, we have a safety car. Do not overtake Tilmo.
TFC.
That is a good move from Owen's point of view. Again, going back to my point made earlier on, he's lost not as much time as he could have. He's onto the hards. Oh, he nearly loses it there. It'll be interesting now to see how he gets through the next few corners with them cold
We got a
tyres.
green
It does
flag,
take a
lads,
lap
or
or
is
two.
it Still yellow. Are we back racing?
Yeah,
We
we're
are
back racing, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm hopping on board here with Bubbers. This battle for the top 4.
Tilmo and Shadow, they're into the wall a little bit there. What is going on here? Tilmo and Artistic it is. My apologies. And Artistic is wide through Eau Rouge again. Tilmo giving him, he might have got a penalty with that, not sure. Yeah, he seems to have made the mistake now. Alright then, head down for Tilmo. Try and catch Big Knuckles in front. On board of Bubbers here. Virtual safety car. Looks like Artistic
Yet
has
again.
crashed the car we were talking about.
DNF.
Mr.
It's a
Consistent
DNF.
looks like he's put it into the wall.
Oh no. He won't be happy with
Unbelievable.
himself. He won't be happy with himself.
No, not at all. Where did he been at?
I mean, it's been
no,
a
the
rotten
camera
day so
straight.
far for McLaren.
It's on the exit of Rivage, it looks like, onto the track map. Oh, bless him. He
I
worked
tell you
so
what, though,
hard.
Spectrev is just going about his business.
Yes.
We're almost halfway through the race, and I don't know. Has he seen another rival?
No one's really challenged them now legitimately, although Anthony the Pulsar has made his way into second, had a bit of a rocky start, but I don't know, let's see how it goes. They keep dropping. We thought Kevo was going to be up there and he puts it into the wall as well, so anything still to play for. This track bites and it bites hard.
And I think we've got green flag. No, yellow flag now
Yellow
in sector
flag,
1.
sector
What's going
1.
on? Just as we went
General
back
Owen.
racing.
It's General Owen at
General
Rouge.
Owen is out. My
Rouge
word.
takes another victim.
I think
And
that's
one of
4
the-
or 5 there now.
Oh, of course it is. I tell you what, this omelette is coming on nicely.
This is a
yes.
race of attrition, ladies and gentlemen. Big points on for anyone who finishes the Grand Prix now. It's Artistic will be kicking himself now. He's literally
One more
DNF'd
lap.
into 11th place. That is,
I'd say he's threw his controller through the window at this stage. He's gone
I'm
through about
telling
4
you.
of them, he was saying.
He might have even opened the window on this occasion.
anyway, they're back to green. Looks like Anthony's only 3 seconds off Spectre now for the lead. So let's see how that comes down. And Bubbers is only 1.92 seconds behind there as
Liverpool
well.
fan is in the DRS zone here behind Young Money.
He will be, yeah.
Liverpool, we're going to be on board with him now. See what kind of a move he can try and pull off.
Oh, is he gone wide?
He's a little
No,
bit
he held
deep.
onto it. He
A
held
little bit
onto it.
deep.
Right, this should be close here now.
Yeah, Young Money as well. He's a cool cat. He's good to race against too. We'll see how they get down.
Nicely done. Oh, Young Money came off the
Liverpool
gas. Young Money came off the gas and opened the door, and we have opened it here. We've walked right through. Liverpool fan breezes
All
on
I
by.
can say, fellas,
You'll
is
never walk
to me-
alone. He's driving
me.
alone right now.
To me, fellas, all I can say is that this is the hard tyres around this track. Owen fell victim with the hard tyres at Eau Rouge, and Young Money just saw how much he had to lift around there because of the.
Tilmo's picked up another 3 seconds there. Sorry for interrupting, but he's going to get close now to disqualification. He must be. He's going to have to be careful.
Back to the lead. We see we're on board of Bubbers now coming onto the back straight. He's actually gaining on Anthony there, but Anthony, he's thereabouts. He's lost about 3/10 since the start of the lap, but it's just swaying from one side to another. He's gaining that time back down the straight. He might have less downforce on him, so compared to the leader.
Yeah, because Bubba's eating into that time. 1.4 now.
Well, Anthony is going to have to stop again because there's no way he's going to get another 11 laps out of these three lap old tyres, well, 4 lap old soft tyres now, so he will have to stop again.
They all will though as well, won't they?
I think that Bubbers and Spectre and Eltimar will be fine.
Okay.
Liverpool fan. The guys on the
Do you
mediums
think
now.
the mediums are going to be that good? Yeah, another 11 laps on these mediums.
Yes,
Yeah, okay, all right.
I mean, personally, you can get 15 laps out of these mediums.
And when did Bubbers put them on?
Well, the 3 laps old now, so he's got another 11 to go, so
Okay.
he should be okay.
Very dodgy through them last few Eau Rouge.
I tell you, this, if Bubbers keep this up, he's going to be in the DRS zone now in the next lap. If he can keep on eating into this time the way he is. Tidy, tidy, tidy.
That's the trick with this track. Don't overdrive your car.
It's so easy if you do just to lose it because it's so quick. And if you lose it, you're gone. I like Bubbers. Oh, he nearly lost it there by clipping the curb. Good save.
Bit many of us out.
Stay in touch. You just need to stay within a few seconds because I really can't see Anthony finishing on these softs. I really can't see it happening. All Bubba's have got to do is just sit tight, keep it clean, and keep that gap from Altamar behind.
Well, the thing about the softs is when they let go, they drop.
They're a cliff. They're an absolute cliff.
We've lost about 4-5 tenths with that mistake there. Not as much as he could have, but still lost it. So he's going to take another lap, I'd say, lap or two to get that back.
Well, it just goes to show you how consistently Anthony is driving. You know, one mistake from Bubbers and he's unable to make it up in the rest of the lap because Anthony is just busting out consistent lap times.
This is the thing, and the leader as well, like literally their gap hasn't really changed that much from 3 seconds. It goes down to 2.6 here now at the moment, but it's been up to 3.4, 3.5 at some stages depending on what part of the track they are, so they might be running different setups.
Them tyres won't have much left in them, frankly, Stan.
Yeah, true.
The longer this race, lap 6.
The longer this race is going on, though, I think the guys are going to need a mistake from Spectre, or they're going to need a safety car because he's pretty flawless so far.
Yeah, he's just being out in front, letting everyone else make the mistakes behind him, keeping his nose out, not running away with it, pushing his car too much, just keeping it on the island. Seems to be doing well.
Bubba's with another time penalty. He's got to be careful now. He's got to be careful. All this hard work he's putting in by just staying in touch with Anthony.
We have big knockos coming out of the pits. Sounds like a car has just gone around. Yes, so we have big knockos coming out of the pit lane and we have a Red Bull closing in behind them, which will be Tilmo.
Have a look now. Tilmo might be tempted to take another risk on these track limits. Whoa, Rouge, you dodgy there.
Well, yeah, big knockos now. Tyres might not be up to temperature just yet. If Tilmo can take advantage of this.
Weather looks like it's flirting with trying to make something different happen, but it doesn't look like it's anywhere imminent.
Well, I'll tell you what, a bit of rain to make it interesting, and Tilmo's locked up.
Yep.
Right.
And there you go, Anthony's in the pits now.
Anthony is in the pits.
Okay, that's a big
him
move.
set to the end.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's him set to the end.
Be interesting though if a safety car comes out because he'll be on the fresh tyres then.
Yes.
He's right behind Liverpool there as well. He's going to be in DRS zone actually, if I'm not mistaken. Mightn't have it.
It's good to see the McLaren and Shadow Moody still going around. I mean, with the
Closing
look
up.
they've had today, it'd be nice to get a few points. And at the moment, if he finishes, he's getting points.
Yeah, the McLaren's had an awful qualifying there with both of them, but as you say there, looks like at least Shadow's going to creep into the bottom end of the points now. Burr safety car, I think he's going to be staying there. He's about 30 seconds behind Tilmo. But again, Tilmo's running closer to with the penalties. We have
Shadow finishes. He's so far behind now. He's 30 seconds behind. He knows if he finishes the race, he gets points. So he should try anything out of the ordinary.
Sorry to cut in front of you there,
strategy-wise.
Anthony's looking really racy behind Liverpool now. Anthony's tyres are up to temperature. Brand spankers on his car.
Yeah,
looks like Liverpool there.
Tyres now.
Yeah, exactly. So
you can see the difference.
They've just lost the edge on them there. So it looks like Anthony trying to get a good run out of there now.
He should have it here.
Is he going to try the side by side through Blanchard? He's got it done beforehand. Brilliant, fantastic. Great racing by the two guys. The Renault has a bit of a moment behind, but he saves it. Janie Mac, that was a bit of a heart in the moment. Hearting him out.
I must take my hat off to this Belgian broadcasting team. The camera shots we're getting for this race are absolutely fantastic. Well done to them.
The Belgian feed. The Renault deep on the brakes, but nothing came
be
on.
Right on him at Eau Rouge again, though, looking for the DRS and tunnel straight. He might have a sniff here.
That is true.
Not letting them get away.
That's
and
the
he
thing.
Keeps it planted.
Oh, look at this! What a run! What a run!
That's it. Liverpool.
Oh, pulls out in the slipstream. Absolute brilliant racing here. Is he going to try the sweep in move? Oh,
bit
That
of
is
contact.
fantastic.
Did I hear
Great
contact?
stuff.
Did I hear contact?
No, that was clean.
All right,
That looked clean as a
okay.
whistle.
Good stuff.
Fantastic.
Great to see.
That's the thing, boys. You make that move before the DRS zone on the camel straight, you run the risk of being drafted by because it's so
Oh.
powerful.
I'm telling you now, Anthony is looking for his spot back, and he's looking for it back as soon as possible by the looks of things.
Doesn't want to give Liverpool.
Fan. Anthony
I think-
is just all over. Oh, there's a chance here.
Liverpool is a bit slippy at the back. He doesn't have as much traction as Anthony.
No, that's just the edge of the tyres kicking in.
Yeah, I think so. Because he's going to get another shot at him here in the same spot as last lap. Will it be the same manoeuvre? Oh, it looks like Liverpool fan might be using a bit of energy there because he has opened up the gap.
Well, this little scrap panning out for P4 now could play a little bit into Young Money's hands with a bit of luck. With them to arguing over the position, he could get himself into contention.
Yes, I agree.
He just needs to put some good laps in now, Young Money.
On his hard tyres as well.
Yeah, they'll be working up properly now. They'll be properly in there.
As we know, if you're focusing on defending your position, you're losing time to the cars in front, which is what these two are going to be doing.
Anthony's got a lovely run out of the first corner there now, right up his gearbox. Look at his being patient. He's learned from the last time.
He went off the gas a bit though. He still should have enough to give him a shot here.
DRS engaged. Look at that beautiful textbook manoeuvre out from the slipstream, back in front before the braking zone.
That's lovely.
Oh, that's nice.
Job done.
Very nice. And there we see the traction. This is where Anthony can pull out on Liverpool fan.
He needs to get that gap.
Yeah, he does. Because
Give himself
Liverpool
a bit of
fan
breathing space.
will try everything possible to stay within the DRS.
Well, whilst all that's been going on, it looks like Eltamar's been slowly eating into Bubba's lead over him. Last I looked, it was about 3.5 seconds. Now it's 2.1. So
Yep.
both on fairly similarly worn tyres. Bubba's might be making a few little rash mistakes, as he has been known to make. It's just his consistency he has to work on. But he's getting there in P2.
We're looking at Altamar now. 2 seconds behind, trying to get into that DRS zone. Can he catch his teammate Bubbers?
From memory, I think Bubbers has a cat or two, which can distract him during racing. So hopefully that doesn't happen here.
Well, from my experience, I never stick animals in the cockpit with me, but each to their own.
Just like them two seagulls Sebastian Vettel encountered in Canada. Nobody knows what's going to be around the corner, or Juan Pablo Montoya with the deer in Austria. You just never know.
Oh, you have a blue flag out for someone. It's Shady
Liverpool's
Moody.
into
And
the pits.
we have the race leader coming up behind Shady Moody here. I don't know if Ghost Mode is on or whether Shady Moody will have to move over. But at the moment he is ignoring these blue flags anyway.
Yeah, it looks like Ghosting is on.
Okay, Ghost is on. So it's nothing for Spectre to worry about. Not good news for the lads behind in second and third.
Moody has to be careful though, because despite Ghosting being on, he can still get penalties for it.
Yeah, he needs to move over ASAP. He doesn't need any penalties.
Here we go, boys. Here's going to be something now to look forward to for the end of the race. We got Liverpool fan out on a nice fresh set of soft tyres, and he's got Young Money 11.5 seconds up the road, but he's on old hard tyres. So that might come together now for the last few laps. We'll see how that time interval goes.
And I tell you what we need to keep an eye on here is teammates Bubbers and Eltamar. Eltamar is now 1.4 seconds behind Bubbers.
Closing in on that DRS zone.
Closing that gap. He's going to get a crack at Bubbers at this current rate.
Bubbers could be losing some life out of his tyres a bit quicker than others here. He's a bit keen under the throttle from time to time. Eltamar so much more smooth people stop there.
Keeping an eye on that Liverpool fan, Young Money. It's down to 10.5 seconds itself there, so it looks like he might be able to make that time if he can continue with that time gain on him at every sector.
Eltamar down to 1.2.5.
Lovely.
1.2.
Nice for over his Next lap he's got DRS here for sure.
Yeah, at the current rate he does. And you know what? It's not down to the aeros because that gap stopped extending there on the straight.
It's going to be an interesting.
Technical parts.
It's going to be
closing it again. Sorry, go on.
No, sorry, spoiler. It's going to be an interesting one between Bubbers and Eltmar, as you say, because they're both pushing each other very hard. The pace is quite good at the front there, so it'll be interesting to see if they push each other into a mistake, because them dreaded corners like Eau Rouge and Blanchimont and things like that, they're ready just to snap you at any second.
Bubbers has gone wide. Bubbers has gone wide, and the doorbell has rang, and it's Mr. DRS at the door.
Fantastic, let's get him in for the last few laps to see if there's any action.
Bubbers is going wide.
Bubbers is pushing hard here. Pushing hard.
On the last lap, Eltimer made time at this chicane on Bubbers. If he can do that on this lap, he'll open up himself for the DRS.
Question you got to ask though, gentlemen, is Eau Rouge about to take its next victim or victims?
Oh, anything could happen here. He's in DRS zone.
He's just about getting it.
Oh, smooth.
Very
like
smooth.
chocolate going around there.
DRS has been activated.
Just about got it.
Get the energy going. Let's go. Oh, come on. I tell you what, Bubbers done well there.
Yeah, he had a good run through Eau Rouge there as Bubbers.
I wonder, has he used up a bit of energy?
Liverpool fan with the fastest lap, 1:45.578. Now closes the gap on Young Money to 7.7.
Ooh, that's a nice chunk. What was it, 11 or 12?
It was 11 at one stage,
11 yeah. Tilma with another penalty. Tell you what, he must have slipped a few quid to the stewards here. He's not been cute yet.
Tilmo's like Matt Letizia, he's knocking these penalties
yellow
away.
flag, sector 3.
Oh. Tilma, I believe. Yep, Tilma.
Tilmo.
His car looks okay.
He's lost some front wing, is he? No. Back to the second and third place battle.
Yeah, this seems to be where the action is at. Eltimer has not been able to have a crack at Bubbers yet. Bubbers is doing extremely well, keeping him at arm's length.
They're both driving very, very hard at the moment. You know, concentration levels must be through the roof.
But what we were saying earlier on, how much older are Bubbers' tyres than Eltimer's, or are they older?
Bubbers, you know? Bubbers is currently, yes, we do. Bubbers is currently about to start. He's done 11 laps now on these, and Eltimer has now done 9. So there's just a 2-lap difference. But around about the 8-lap mark is when Bubbers' tyres start to drop off again. So I wonder if Bubbers will start to come back to him again, and Eltimer has got off a touch.
Yeah.
He's out of DRS range now.
Yeah, I think Eltimar's tyres are basically degrading to the point where there's not much of a difference between himself and Bubbers now. Whereas a few laps ago he had a decent advantage with traction.
He's just got to make sure that each one of Bubbers' mirrors has got a pink car in it, so that will just force that issue and force a mistake. Now he's got to dig in and sit tight.
Well, now if Bubbers' tyres go off another little cliff here, or go down another notch, Eltimer will have a shot, and it looks like they might be, because Bubbers has gone wide there and
he's lost himself. He's hemorrhage time.
Yeah. Okay, now's your chance, Eltimer. This is as close as we've been time-wise. Yeah, Bubbers is definitely losing a bit of traction.
Yeah, he's traction on the way out.
Okay, this is going to be interesting. Just needs to get on the power.
Both of them screwed a little bit
now. A little bit squirrely over there, yeah. He's trying. He's losing time though with that.
Altamar's got a good run in him here now though.
Yeah. Yes. This is going to be tight. You just got to get this chicane right though. You don't want to start the lap off bad or on the back foot. Just get around smooth like he does. Yeah.
Ooh, everyone's rear-ending.
Oh, we have back markers up ahead by the looks of it. Will Bubbers qualify for DRS?
He would if he's within 1 second, yeah. Here we go. Eldemar trying to get a good run out of turn 1 there. Coming up to Eau Rouge now.
Altamar's a good 4 tenths closer this time than he was last lap.
Yeah, and now he shot the DRS.
He's
There we go.
alright run
What
there.
do we get it down to?
Still not quite close enough.
Oh, he's not. I reckon Bubbers is using up his energy very wisely. He's defending at the right times.
Yeah.
Liverpool fan is 5.5 behind Young Money. I think his soft tyres might just be not up to the challenge of gaining that much time on Young Money to get that position.
It's going to take a mistake from Young Money now to get right up on them now.
Yeah, it will. Now we have a yellow flag situation here. And is he pulling over? I know he's ghosting, but still, it can be a distraction if they don't pull over. Young Moody is definitely just racing. Altamar needs to just drive straight through him.
Yeah, as you say though, that can be a bit distracting, especially when you're trying to pick your braking zones.
It can, which is why I'm saying he just needs to, as much as possible, forget about him. He's not there. Just follow your line and drive through.
He's done well there, distraction. Very well at the bus stop. He's very close to Bubbers. It's the thing that it's given the back marker some DRS as well.
Still, trying to, that literally gap has not fluctuated much over the last 3-4 laps.
It really hasn't.
Really pushing hard now.
Run here now. He's got that additional slipstream from the back marker. He's got a good better run this time.
He needs to do something.
Lap as well, so he's only going to have one more chance down there to get him.
He is 0.5 behind him though, so if he can kind of keep that gap around the rest of the lap, then he mightn't be 9 tenths, he could be 7 tenths, and something might be able to happen then.
You have to ask yourself the question: is this team orders?
I hope not. I hope not. Take away from this.
Well, you know.
Well,
if it's team orders, Lance Stroll would have won by now.
It's lap 21 out of 22. They're going to be coming onto the last lap soon, and it's 0.4 of a second now. They are. Elmar is getting closer.
Just got on the team radio and told them to shove their team orders where the sun doesn't shine because he's closing in.
One thing Altamar must do here is not make it move too early. Fall victim to the camel
Down the
straight.
camel straight will be our best one now, I think.
Bubbers is definitely using up energy here.
That market have a bit of DRS which might help him.
Oh, that sounded like Altamar's energy might have ran out. Can I see his energy on? Is that the energy on the steering wheel, or? Oh, he's right there. Bubbers is
He's right on him now. Look at this.
Both have DRS.
Don't do it.
Wings are open. Here we go. What's he doing? Go on. Keep it smooth.
So Bubbers is going to get DRS as well, which is interesting because that's not what Altamar wanted. He's close enough now, but
no, and he has a run here. Altamar has a run.
The TV cameras are following Altamar now. Look at this.
Oh, here we go. The final
They're
lap.
side by side. Out the camera straight. Oh, the move is happening.
The back
This is
marker
it there,
too. He
literally
drives
neck and
through.
neck into the braking zone. Altamar is just on the outside. Look at this. What a maneuver. Absolutely.
Bubbers.
Great work from the pair of them.
Fair play to the two of them, but Bubbers isn't going to give up that easy.
This is not over yet. This is not over yet. Bubbers has the better line going through here, but he just can't get the traction down.
Oh,
Brings it at the
both of them.
back.
Nearly off.
I don't think there's anything happening anywhere else on the track, lads. We might as well stay with this to the end.
Yeah.
Bubbers is off.
It's traction. It's the tyres. I think they've dropped off. Now, if you were Bubbers, what would you do, lads? Do you just say accept it and say, right, I'm going to finish fourth? Or do you keep on pushing because the car is like driving on ice here by the looks of it?
It's like that too. Well, we're going to cut up to the leader now for the end of the race.
Big Knock over the fastest lap 1:44.495.
Oh, that's an extra few points in the bag.
Coming through the second last corner now, down to the bus stop. We have Spec Drive in the Scuderia Ferrari, number 97. Through the last corner now, he sees the checkered flag. The crowd are on the side of the pit wall. What a win! Fantastic, great race for Spec Drive.
What,
then
very,
in second place we got Eltamar. Beautiful move on the last lap. Bubba's just got caught out with that DRS and his tyre grip at the end. Next
let's see when the penalties kick in.
That is true.
And it's a good job Spectre that kept that gap, because Eltamar finished 1.7 behind him.
Anthony Stan
kept it on. He must have had a few penalties.
Anthony Stan in fourth place.
Young Money might have a shout.
Liverpool fan, is he 2 seconds
Look at
behind?
that.
Oh.
Only 2 seconds between Liverpool and Young Money. Janie Mac another lap or two, maybe. Maybe. But there we go. And then Big Knockers are still out on the track there. But we're going to skip through to our race-winning car, Spec Drive DNB. Fair play to you. Congratulations on the first win with PLR Round 1 Spa Tier 2. Congratulations.
Yeah, great win, great drive. I have to say, he didn't make a mistake from what I could see. I mean, I know he picked up a few penalties, but he kept everyone where he wanted them, well behind him. No one had a crack at him. It was a very good drive.
Some good pace from him as well there, because looking at his race time, that's 40 minutes 7 seconds, and that will include his penalties, so to get that under 40 minutes is a good solid pace round there.
Well, lads, how many finishers did we have, and how many started?
Well, we have 9 finishers from 14 starters.
Okay.
So I would say several large duck eggs rather than the ostrich egg.
Tilmo is the driver of the day, even though he had multiple penalties, but fair play to him anyway.
Tilmo,
Well done,
Tilmo had
Tilmo.
more penalties than Bruno Fernandes today. Absolutely.
There you go. That's saying something.
There we go, first place and the champagne on the podium. Absolutely great thing to see. The flags being waved for the drivers' respective countries. Congratulations again to first, second and third.
Yes, and a great battle there between second and third for the last few laps as we were watching. Very
Fantastic.
It was that's probably the best battle of the race, to be fair.
But there we have the fast lap goes to Big Knockos with a 1:44.495, and it looks like he only had the 1 3-second penalty. That's clean enough driving for everyone. Tilmo
Not
with
that
26
bad actually,
penalties.
in fairness.
Oh, you know what?
Shadow Moody, shout out to Shadow Moody. No penalties whatsoever from him in P9.
Well,
Fantastic.
that is great with the rough and
he in the
tumble of that
McLaren?
Grand Prix.
It was in the
It
McLaren,
is.
yeah.
It is the McLaren. So Artistic and Shadow Moody, whatever they're teaching them in McLaren, they just want to drive clean. Now we do
But
have a Stewart's
Artistic-
inquiry about Artistic in the
Artistic
qualifying.
will be disappointed with today. It was the points are on offer. Just needed to keep it out of the wall, and as you say, Mr. Consistent puts it into the wall, you know. So yeah, a bit of a frustrating day with him, but he'll learn for the next time, and he'll be back stronger for the next race.
I'm sure he will.
All right. Well, that's it here from PLR Racing. We would like to put a big thank you. We would like to put a big thank you out to Shane, Optic, crew and fans for all the effort they do for the Discord and setting all this up so all of us can enjoy ourselves on an evening and get together and have some bit of banter and some good racing. Thank you very much to you two there, Spidey and crew, for the commentary there today as well.
Pleasure.
Not
Thanking
a
you as
bother.
well, sir.
And thanks to everyone you've mentioned. Great work, lads. Keep it up. Very enjoyable watch.
Absolutely. And we'll be back next week, same time, same place for round 2. All the best.
Yo, over and out. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Muchly.
Thanks for everyone for watching. All the best.